Donald Trump recently tweeted an attack against Senator Ted Cruz's wife. And it was all after a pro-Cruz super PAC put out an ad attacking Melania. Now understand that Ted Cruz did not sanction this. He was not in favor of it. At least he claims he wasn't. But it's clear that he wasn't behind it. However, Make America Awesome, the name of the Political Action Committee, put out an ad that attacked Melania for posing naked in GQ. So let's take a quick look at that. Meet Melania Trump, your next First Lady, or you could support Ted Cruz on Tuesday. Okay.
Agree to disagree. Let's not take a quick look at that. Let's take a long look.
No, let's just relax, okay?
Okay.
So
she seems relaxed.
So she seems very relaxed. Now, of course, Donald Trump didn't like that. But before he could look into it and see who was actually behind it, he decided to tweet a pretty mean tweet to Ted Cruz attacking his wife. Now it says, Lyin
Fuck your wife. No, he didn't say that, but I wouldn't be surprised. That's out of the campaign and Will Ferrell. Anyway, yes.
Lyin Ted Cruz just used a picture of Melania from a GQ shoot in his ad. Be careful, Lyin Ted, or I will spill the beans on your wife. Now,
by the way, that kind of sounds like what I just said. I mean, I hadn't thought of it until we put it in that context, but I will spill the beans on your wife?
Oh.
Oh, my God. That sounds like...
Okay.
That is so wrong.
Now, before he had tweeted that, he actually had tweeted another version and deleted it. I don't know why he did it, maybe because he didn't use the right punctuation or something, but he wrote, wow, Senator Ted Cruz, that is some low-level ad you did using a picture of Melania in GQ shoot. Be careful, I will spill the beans on your wife. Great, now every time I hear that. Okay, so Ted Cruz responds and says, no, I wasn't behind that at all. Pick of your wife, not from us. Donald, if you try to attack Heidi, you're more of a coward than I thought. Hashtag classless. Okay, let's stop for a second. I have many points to make already. First of all, the fact that there are two people running for president of the United States, one of which is the front runner on the Republican Party, the fact that they're using social media to tweet to each other is insane, right? Like, has anyone really stopped to think about that for a second?
Yeah, we just accepted that, oh yeah, two presidential candidates are in a Twitter fight. Like, what are they, Kanye and Wiz Khalifa?
That's the country we live in right now.
Okay, and that's like a high level beef in public compared to what these guys are doing, right? So, I mean, put aside the tweets, look at what the actual charges are. Oh yeah, you know, Lyin Ted, and I'm gonna spill the beans. And the one's like, oh, you're a coward.
It's amazing. It's amazing that these two people are being taken seriously. It's even more amazing that Donald Trump is the front runner and people are taking him seriously. I was on a cab ride back from the airport yesterday, and the Uber driver made the mistake of telling me that he's a Trump supporter, right?
Okay, yeah, they're excited.
And this is what I said to him. I'm like, Trump's an idiot. And he's like, well, you know, I like him. I don't know. And I was like, no, he's an idiot. And he's like, well, we've had smart people so far, and look at how they've destroyed the country. So his answer is, let's elect a freaking idiot because he's going to be better for the country. Okay, the other point I want to make very quickly is about the fact that it's beyond classes. I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. I don't care who you are. Don't attack their wives, okay? Don't attack Melania. Don't attack Heidi. I don't care if Melania has posed nude in GQ. I don't care who's posed nude in GQ. Melania is not running for president. Donald Trump is. And to attack family members is classless. Now, if those family members put themselves in a public forum and they make themselves part of this election, well, then I think they're fair game, right? Because they're asking for it. But that's not what Melania is doing. She's supporting her husband. And you do you, boo. But I don't think it's okay to attack anyone who's not running themselves.
So as I said yesterday, I think that if Michelle Obama had a picture like that, the Republicans, and especially the Trump supporters, would rip her to shreds.
Of course.
Right? So it's Trump's wife, so they're like, how dare you, right? So there's a double standard. There's no question about that. Nonetheless, they have a double standard. We don't. You shouldn't use that picture either way, right? And so it was a model, and so she did a model shoot. What's the big deal? Oh, so it turns out she has a human body. Okay, congratulations, you uncovered it. You know. So now, on the other hand, if Ted Cruz's wife worked for Goldman Sachs, as she did, right? And you have some tangible connection. For example, Goldman Sachs gave Ted Cruz a low-interest loan to start his career so he could run for the Senate. That's real.
Yeah.
And so you can bring that up. Bill Clinton has raised a lot of money for the Clinton Foundation, and whether Secretary Clinton, Hillary Clinton, did favors for those countries that donated to Bill Clinton's foundation, that's super relevant.
Absolutely.
Right?
If it's related to the race in any way, I think it's important. But attacking someone's personal decisions that's not political in any way, shape, or form is classless and also extremely irrelevant. Like, what does that do for the voter? Does that give the voter any information that should change his or her mind?
And not only is it irrelevant, yes, in this case it worked in Utah. Ted Cruz won 69% of the vote. On the other hand, Donald Trump was only polling at 11% anyway. He wound up finishing at around 12%, so about where he was. But in the rest of the country, that attack would be counterproductive. Because a lot of the Republican voters would be like, oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, his wife is hot, man. He's winning. He's a winner, right? Yeah, that's right. That's why I like Trump. Yeah. So good luck with that line of attack. It's not going to work.
Exactly.
And overall, I join Anna by saying,
shame. Shame. Shame.